What is the difference between mixing, mastering? A lot of people don't know the difference between mixing and mastering. Do you want to know that? Do you know the difference between mixing and mastering? The business between the mixing and the mastering. Like a producer who got more money. How it is very, very important in the music. You cannot do any music before mastering. The mix is a vocal, piano, guitar. You know, when you add all your sound. I want to give you an example. You want to make a juice. You take a mixer, you put whatever, carrots, water, sugar, you know what I'm saying? So this is your mix. Master is when you finalize this juice, you make it on a cup. This is your master. It involves song, vocal, instrument, you know. This is your mix. Your reverbs, delay, you know, so equalizer. So you're gonna add your effect, and then the mix is you put the element, you put your guitar, you adjust the volume to, you know, you put your effect in the guitar, you feel how it sounds, you know. You gotta be careful a lot with the volume and the quality of volume that you wanna give to each listen your music in a mixer. Look at your delay, your distortion. You gotta be careful a lot with the volume. You gotta do a good mixing. If your mix is bad, your master will gonna be bad. That's why you gotta be careful a lot with the volume you're gonna put in your sound. Automation is very important too. I like to do automation. Now, what is the master? When you finish with your mix, you gotta feel it sound good. So what you wanna do, you can export it on like MP3, you know. So sometimes you wanna listen on your phone, you can export it in MP3, in Wave 2. But MP3, sometimes you are working for an artist, so he want you to send his music for him on WhatsApp. And then it's good sometimes you export it on MP3, you know, to listen on WhatsApp. People like that. Artists like to listen his music on his phone in different ways. So it's good you send it to him like MP3 on his phone to listen. You too, you want to listen it on your car, everywhere in your airplane. Now, the master is another thing. So the master is your track, with it, your track is with it, and you can. Different artists work different producer only work with master. You're gonna send it to some people who gonna master your track. Like I take my track and I send it to a engineer and I send it mastering it for me. So the master is not a lot of things. The master is like you prepare your music for the distribution, you know, DistroKid, 1 RPM, for Spotify, you know, for radio. Music, after your music is good, we're gonna prepare it for that. You're gonna send it to radio, you're gonna send it to Spotify, to the stream, to Apple Music, iTunes, you know. Right there, you don't have a lot of things to do. Right there, you don't have a lot of things to do. If you wanna add the AQ, you're gonna put just a little bit, you know. If you wanna put some compression, just a little bit, the engineer will gonna put in your music. Sometimes people think the music will be good and the master. Your mix is the way you record it. When I'm talking about mixing, I'm talking about a beat, I'm talking about a music completely. We as producer, we work with instrumental. We want your instrumental to put on Spotify, to put on YouTube. But when I'm talking about music generally, when you do a music for an artist, anyway, so the music will not gonna sound good in your master. Artists got to know that. When the producer send your music for you, don't think something will gonna be better in the master. It is just the same. The master is not nothing without your mix, you know. So in the master, you feel your music is sound good. You can listen your master in your car. In your master, you're gonna listen to your music in your headphone. You will gonna listen it cell phone. You will gonna listen on your car. Outside, you put your music and close the door and listen to your music. You gotta do this, you know, a lot of difference, you know. Send it to some people, send it to the artist or your friend, listen if it sound good, you know. You gotta take some ideas. In your master, you gotta listen what people think about your music, you know, like compression, limiter, anything you will gonna add. In your master, you will gonna put just a little bit. and your volume. I'm talking about your volume. The mix is the relationship in each other. So that. You know, in your mix, you gotta listen your instrument. This is your mix. You know, each song, each sound. How your body will sound, how your piano sound. Volume is very important, you know. In your mix, this is where you put your composition and look your volume, you know. Look your master volume. You look your mix volume. It is on a good volume, like twee, you know, less twee, like bro, this is your mix, you know. Now when I'm talking about master, now you export your sound, your beat, you know. You export your music. You can export it in waves and MP3, you know. But like I said, I like to export it on MP3 to listen on WhatsApp, you know. Now this is the master. The master, you got your music ready. Your music is ready. The master, your music is ready. Your beat is ready. You know, we're gonna take your beat and bring it here. And listen the high part of the music. I'm gonna put it on a channel 1. Like. We got nothing to do, you know. So in your master, if you're gonna put a compressor, is maybe a little bit. You're not gonna do this in your master. Just a little bit. You know, in your master, if you wanna put a reverb, just a little bit. You're not gonna put a lot of thing in your master. This is your master. Your music gotta sound good. Like you're gonna export your master. You can export it in like wave MP3. The master is for the distribution, to put your music on Spotify, on YouTube type shit, on radio, to play on the radio for the movie, you know. So you export your music. Now you gotta do the comparison between the mix and the master, how it sounds. Let me show you something. Do you see this? The beat. This is the master. This is the comparison. It's good to compare your music to see how the mix sound, how the master sound. So the master will gonna be a little bit. The master can be a little bit more high, a little bit more volume. You know, because sometimes you can put it. We will gonna balance your sound. Sometimes I mix my music and I set it to the engineer. So I set my beat. So when you finish the mixing, you send it to the engineer. Like I see the difference between the mix and the master. This is the master. This is the mix. A little bit. Let's gonna listen to the mix. The mix. It's very good you listen on the part more hard of the music, you know. You don't listen it here. You can listen it, but when I wanna compare the beat, I will go where the volume is so high, you know. But let's go to listen the master now. Just a little bit. Do you see your master volume here? Your master volume. very important you listen your master. It's very important you listen master in the master track, you know, in the more high part of the music, where the music got all of those instruments. It's very important because this is where you listen everything, your battery, your volume, your battery, your guitar, your piano, everything, you know. So you listen it in this part, you know. When the artist listen the music, it's gonna feel it bad a little bit. Sometimes the artist not gonna see the difference between the mix and the master. It is your producer, you know. So your music gotta be good since in the beginning. If the artist sing bad, if you're not doing a good mix, you don't add the correct element, the correct volume, your music will not gonna sound good. The master will not gonna do nothing for you. You know, you gotta know the business between the mixing and the master, the difference between mixing and mastering. So who can give you more money? You wanna work as an engineer for master, only master music, or only mixing music, or you wanna do everything? Who can give you more money? Who give you more work? You know, so you gotta be a businessman to see what you can do better, you know. So that's why I hope you like this video. I hope you learn something, and comment something, tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel, man, and I'm good. Today it is very easy to become a producer. You can be a producer in your home, in your house, make your home studio. That's why I want to teach you in this course. Click on the link in the description where I want to teach you how to become a good producer, how you can make your music happen, bro, only with your computer, you know, in your computer, an interface, only that. Your headphone, you know. I got a course complete step by step where I teach how to become a good producer. You want to give a gift for yourself for 2025? Come on, man. Come to learn how to become a good producer, make your music happen, make money with your music. You can work as a producer, make extra money. Bro, if you know how to make, you don't need to know how to make melody, harmony. Today it is very easy. There is just a lot of sites where you can download some sample and make good music. That's what I want to teach you. I want to teach you how to make money with your music. You want to do your own music, record your music in your house as an artist. There is something that you can do, record your voice, send it to a producer. This is so simple. That's why I want to teach you. Come on with this journey where I teach you how to become a good producer. Let's go.